Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Get ready with me to go out with my friend and her boyfriend. Saying it out loud actually sounds kind of weird. But here's what happened. The girl is my friend and she wants me to monitor them on their date. Yeah, and I'm also a friend to the guy, not a close friend as in awkward best friend kind of vibes, but just a general friend. Because, okay, before I continue, I was showing you my skincare products, and now this is the plushy jacket I'll be wearing, and these are the shoes. I got them recently. These are loafers, and I love them. I don't know, do you trust your friends enough to go out on a date with you and your boyfriend? After getting ready, I made myself a yogurt bowl with fruits. Getting ready to meet my friend because we needed to do some shopping for the birthday boy, which is her boyfriend, before we could meet her boyfriend. I had been friends with this guy for quite a while now. And for I think half the time I was third wheeling and I didn't know, like you are three people, right? There's a girl, a guy, and another girl. You just play muy messy. And little would you know kuti you are the third wheeler. But anyway, I met my friend and now we're looking for a juice bottle for the guy. These are really cute. But I'm not about to impulse buy anything. Both my friend and the guy are not social media people, so I'm going to have to use other names. Let's just call the girl Lisa and the guy Sean. Most of these juice bottles were for either babies or they were just girly, and the ones that were there for guys, Lisa didn't really like them for her boyfriend. While she was really trying to force herself to buy any one of the juice bottles, I went around the shop and saw these wipes. I ended up getting 2 facial wipes for myself. They also had these really cool fans. I don't know if they power for a longer time because I have one and I can only fan myself for like an hour or so. Lisa was taking too long to decide whether she has to take the juice bottle or she would just have to go with the present without, because she really wanted to get him something nice. And I'm like, hey, let's move on, let's look for other things. So we went to this shop and they have really cool stuff. We're looking for a sweater for Sean and we did find one that he liked. We saw these really cool beanie hats, but we both agreed it's not her boyfriend's style. Which reminds me of the story that I saw online. There was this guy who had a female best friend. She was actually a childhood best friend. They call them childhood best friends in quotes. And then that guy decided to have a girlfriend. But I think it's a risky move to be a girlfriend to a guy that already has a female best friend. A childhood best friend. A childhood female best friend in quotes. Okay, so the story goes like the guy always put his actual girlfriend second to the childhood female best friend in question. Like, I don't know, but it's messed up in a way because, dude, just date your childhood friend. You see, I think so. Because for the longest time, why are you friends? Okay, I think it's not a problem that you're friends per se, but it becomes one when you decide to have a girlfriend and you compromise your time together every time because you have a female best friend. For example, if you said you're going to meet your girlfriend for a date on Saturday and your childhood best friend calls you and has whatever plans he had in her mind, now you decide to go with the childhood friend. I don't know. with men and priorities. We never know. We passed through this castle with fancy cars. Okay, let me zoom in. I don't know if you noticed, but just 2 minutes ago I was in the shop showing you shoes, and Lisa wanted to buy her boyfriend shoes, and another thought came to her mind, and she's like, you know what, I heard this story, like if you buy a guy some shoes, or even if a guy buys a girl his girlfriend shoes, they'll use the same shoes to leave the relationship. And apparently people had so many stories to tell about how they bought their boyfriends or girlfriends shoes, and a month down the line they broke up. How funny is that? So now we went to TM Pick and Pay. We're looking for a cake slice. So apparently people don't buy shoes for their partners in relationship. I didn't know that. When my friend told me he wanted me to come and babysit them on their date, I was so ecstatic, like, oh wow, I'm so there. Say less, my Saturday is cleared. You know, I've literally seen these people fall in love. Literally, I have. Pick and Pay only had those fruit cakes, and we didn't really like the packaging, so we went to Fairy Cakes and got a cake there. This was our last stop. Lisa had assembled all the things she wanted to gift her boyfriend, so now we wanted to wrap it up nicely, and we went in the shop. We also saw really nice watches, and she just decided the stuff that she had bought for her boyfriend were enough. Look at the store, it's so pretty. By now we're now so feeling bad because the boyfriend had been waiting for quite a while now. So we ordered our in-drive, and now the main concern before we got in the in-drive while we were waiting was, after greeting the boyfriend of course and catching up and stuff, we're now like, guys, Inini, you know my main duty now. I take my job seriously. So we are going to go in this in-drive. Should I let you guys go sit in the back unmonitored, just the two of you? Can I do that on this job? And yeah, we then just agreed that they can be adults for 2 seconds and sit at the back. Yeah, while I was sitting at the front, I was so happy, you guys, because it's one thing to see a friend in love and just seeing them blushing, feeling shy, and so we're now on our way. We had decided to go to Rokomama's. That's where we are headed. I think it's the right time for me to tell you how these guys met. Okay, I wasn't there when they actually saw each other for the first time, but fast forward, they became really good friends. They were such good friends to an extent that wherever you see Lisa, you also see Sean. And I always give Lisa a side eye, like, bro. And she'll be like, no, we're just friends. No, we're just friends. Because the thing is, I was Lisa's friend before I was Sean's friend. So I only got to know of Sean because of Lisa. So these people were friends for years. And I remember always asking Sean, like, are you guys dating? Or when are you going to start dating? And he would just laugh like, no, we're really good friends, you know. With Lisa, I really know her, and she also knows me. We're just cool like that. And they clicked so well. And I'm like, okay. I thought if I would secretly ask them separately, one would admit like, oh, you know what, I like Lisa, or I like Sean, but we're just still friends, like, you know, kind of vibe, like I like them more than friends, but we are still stuck in the friend zone. Remember what I had told you about me third wheeling for like half the time during our friendship? I think they liked each other already, but maybe they were not able to admit somehow. The guy, yeah, because the entire time they were friends for 2 years or so. No, not 2 years. They were friends for like quite a long time, for as long as I can remember. But the entire time they were best friends. I think they were best friends. They were best friends. The entire time they were best friends, right? None of them were in a relationship. Lisa didn't have a boyfriend, and Sean also did not have a girlfriend. So I'm like, you guys should just date, okay? Oh, in the video we had arrived at the venue, and I loved these lights. They were so pretty. We had sat outside, but it was a bit too chilly, so we moved and sat inside. So back to the story, right? It had always been something that we used to discuss, like just as friends in general. I was like to Lisa, you know what, with the way you click with Sean, how are you going to move on in the next relationship? And Lisa will always be like, I understand how like the next boyfriend would feel about Sean because we are really close like that. And if I get a boyfriend, I am going to have to cut ties with Sean. At least make it a minimum. The way we click now, we will have to cut it down, a notch, like 50%, so that it doesn't become a problem in my relationship. Okay, so fast forward, Lisa decided to have a relationship. And it did not go well with Sean, you guys. It did not go well, because it is only after Lisa was in a relationship that Sean realized he was so in love with Lisa, and he couldn't picture himself with any other girl besides Lisa. So he was waiting patiently for that relationship to end. And yeah, fortunately enough, it did end, and they got together. So that's how those friends are now in a relationship, and I'm so happy for them. I have been babysitting them. Oh yeah, it's babysitting in quotes, because I'll just be there to make sure that they are behaving on their date. I'll be babysitting them until their marriage. Okay, you guys. In the video, like 2 minutes ago, I was showing you the food, and I don't know if you saw the part in the video where Sean was cutting Lisa's meat, and I'm like, okay, love is on the air. It was not an awkward date at all. We had a really good time, the three of us, and they were like, we'll let you know whenever we have a date so that you can babysit us as usual. So like I said, I'll be babysitting them on every date until they are married. We've come to the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe.